time, babe. It's time for you to have that bulletproof mindset that nothing freaking wavers you, because it's 2025. We're in the middle of spring. Summer is right around the corner. And remember what we're doing this year. We're accomplishing our goals. We're going for what we want. We're becoming resilient. We're becoming bold. And we're stepping into that new era where we're getting everything we want in our life. Okay, so we're going to have to build that bulletproof mindset. Make sure that you get comfortable, because we're going to be discussing the mental barriers that you're going to have to overcome in order for you to build that bulletproof mindset. Oh, this person said this. I don't care. This year we're winning. Hello, my love. Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Angie. This channel is all about self-improvement, self-confidence, and how to elevate all areas of your life, not just the surface. Happy day 7 of the social media detox challenge. How are you doing? And don't even cap right now. I just want to know, are you actually detoxing from social media? Are you actually only using it for research purposes, or are you doom scrolling? If you haven't taken the social media detox challenge, you are already on a different level, okay? And I'm so proud of you, and I think that you deserve a round of applause. You know that song Bulletproof by Sia? That's the type of bulletproof mindset that I want you to have by the end of you watching this video. I'm going to show you those mental barriers you're going to overcome, and then I'm going to be sharing with you 4 techniques that are going to help you build that bulletproof mindset. From one sensitive girl to another, I used to care so much about what people thought that if something was so hurtful to me, I would literally stop doing it. Someone said something about how cringe I am on YouTube, I would literally delete the post, or I wouldn't even make a video. But guess what? I've built such a bulletproof mindset that I don't care. Let's get right into the first mental barrier that you're gonna have to overcome if you want to build that bulletproof mindset. And I'm gonna hold your hand while I say this. You need to get rid of your fear of failure. You know what that fear of failure is doing for you? It's paralyzing you. It's paralyzing you. It's putting you in the situation where you're afraid of taking risks, where you're afraid of even starting. Why? Because you're so fearful of failure. You're so fearful of making mistakes. You're so fearful of being seen trying that you're paralyzed. So you need to overcome the mental barrier of the fear of failure in order for you to build that bulletproof mindset. And I'm going to be sharing 4 techniques at the end of me listing these mental barriers. So make sure that you like this video and then you comment down below and affirm that you're ready to build that bulletproof mindset, that nothing that happens this year is going to steer you off your path and you're going to get ish done, period. This second mental barrier is one of the most important mental barriers that you need to overcome, and you have to. No ifs, ands, or buts. That mental barrier is self-doubt. Honey, if you're always doubting yourself, you're not going to be able to trust yourself. And we've talked about this before, but I think it's very important for you to understand how important it is for you to trust yourself, how important it is for you to be able to listen to your intuition. And you're probably wondering, well, how do I trust myself? The reason why you don't trust yourself is because you don't follow through with the things that you say you're going to do. So just think about it like this. If you have a partner and your partner tells you that they're going to buy you flowers every week, it's been 6 months and they haven't bought you flowers, are you going to trust that person? Are you going to, is that going to hurt you? Is that going to, a lot of the times we get upset at other people because we don't trust them. But where's that same energy when it comes to ourselves? Where's that same energy when it comes to trusting your own self? Trusting yourself is not only important for you to be able to get things done that you want to get done, but it's also important in your knowing of who you are as a person, in your identity. You need to be so sure, and you need to be able to trust yourself so much that when you say something, it's going to happen. If you're trying to manifest your dream life, if you're trying to manifest a job, or if you're trying to manifest a specific thing in your life, you're going to have to trust yourself. You're going to have to, because we've talked about this before, how our thoughts form our reality. And if you don't trust yourself and you forget who the F you are, you're going to let your thoughts take you to a place of void, to a place where you're just spiraling. So you need to be able to trust yourself. You need to be able to build that trust that whatever you say, you're going to accomplish regardless. I'm going to pull your ear a little bit. This third mental barrier, you're going to have to stop with that negative self-talk. Okay, that's a mental barrier. You need to learn to stop talking crap. Stop talking crap about yourself. Stop it. Stop it. You don't understand how much you're literally reaffirming to yourself. Every time you're speaking negative thoughts to yourself, every time you're saying something that's counterproductive to lifting yourself up, you're reaffirming that belief into your subconscious. You're reaffirming that you are not enough. You're reaffirming that you are not pretty. You're reaffirming that you can't do it. So you need to stop with the negative self-talk. That's a mental barrier you're going to have to overcome in order to build that bulletproof mindset. So crucial to understand how much negative self-talk affects you. Okay, because we've talked about how those thoughts, those thought patterns create a belief system, a belief system. And every time you're reinforcing that thought, every time you keep talking bad about yourself, every time you keep just reinforcing, you're in this constant loop, constant cycle of negativity. And then you wonder why you feel stuck. And then you wonder why you feel like you can't do something, why you don't have motivation, because you're consistently telling yourself the same story, that you're not good enough, that you can't do it, that it's impossible, that is not a part of your reality. You're literally reinforcing those thoughts and creating that same story over and over, over and over, and you're just stuck in this loop. So we're going to need to overcome that mental barrier, babe, in order for you to build that bulletproof mindset. So now that you know the 4 absolutely most important, crucial mental barriers you're going to have to overcome, now we can discuss how we're going to overcome them. And I'm going to be sharing with you 4 techniques that are going to help you. Now, I do want to say this before we move on. I need you to understand these are just techniques. These are just techniques. For those of you who struggle with having a wavering mindset, for those of you who struggle with that constant self-doubt, that constant self-negative talk, all of that, these techniques are going to help you. And I made sure to look for techniques that can help every type of person. And if there is a technique that I missed, make sure that you write it in the comments down below, because I want to be able to help as many of you as possible. I do want to say this to you, love. I used to talk so negatively about myself. I used to doubt myself so much. I did not trust myself. I did not follow through with the things that I said. The mindset that I have is so bulletproof. My confidence in myself is so unshakable. And I've used these techniques, and these techniques have helped me. And that is why I'm able to continue on even when I don't feel like it. I'm able to put my best foot forward even when I don't feel like I have the courage, or even when I feel silly. Very important that you build this bulletproof mindset so that you can do whatever it is you want to do and create whatever reality you want for your life. This first technique that I'm about to share with you, I believe, is one of the easiest ones. It's something that anybody can do, and it's called affirming, or you might know it as affirmations or mantras. I think it's very important to understand what affirming even means. Affirming is just what you tell yourself, the thoughts that you produce every single day. I guess you can look at affirming like affirmations, but what I really like to say is that affirming is more like the consistent thought patterns that you produce during the day. So you may notice, especially if you struggle with your confidence, you probably have these repetitive thoughts that come to your mind. Like maybe you're scrolling on social media, or maybe you're around a group of super beautiful women and you just like all of a sudden start to feel like you're not good enough, or you start to feel like you're not pretty, or you start to doubt yourself. So I want you to understand that every time you don't correct your thoughts, or you don't revise your thoughts, you're just reinforcing that same belief system into your subconscious. This is why I think affirming is really good, because you can do it on the spot. You can do it anywhere, wherever you are, whenever you are facing that. You need to catch that thought, revise it to, I'm beautiful, I'm enough. Oh my goodness, I'm the most beautiful person in the world. The reason why it's very important to affirm, to revise your thoughts, because remember, we've talked about this, it's going to start rewiring your subconscious. When you're repetitively affirming negative thought patterns, you're going to feel like you're in a loop. You're going to feel stuck all the time. But when you start to learn to take control over your thoughts and start affirming new ones, telling yourself a new story, you're literally rewiring your subconscious. You're literally creating new neural pathways in your brain. So you need to understand, affirming is creating a new belief system. Affirming is going to help you crush those mental barriers that we mentioned. It really is. If you struggle with self-doubt, you're going to have to affirm. If you struggle with negative self-talk, instead of saying, "Ugh, I'm ugly," you're going to say, "Oh my goodness, I'm so freaking beautiful." Instead of saying, "Oh, I don't feel good." Even if you don't feel good, say, "I feel wonderful. I feel amazing. I'm going to have an amazing day. I'm going to have the most amazing day today. I'm going to be so blessed today." Like, it's not about being positive. It's not about toxic positivity. It's about affirming and creating a new story for yourself. It's about selecting that reality where everything works out for you, where you're no longer talking crap about yourself. Because I I don't even understand why this is toxic positivity, because how is it productive to talk crap about yourself? How is it productive to put yourself down? How is it productive? I don't understand. So to me, that's not toxic positivity. To me, that's creating a new story, because of course, if you are consistently talking bad about yourself, you're used to it. Your brain is used to it. So I don't even understand how that's toxic positivity. So that's going to be separate for another video. But the point that I'm trying to make is, when you have those thoughts, you need to start training your mind to think differently. So you're going to have to affirm. So what is an example of affirming? Everything goes my way. I have a wonderful day today. What a wonderful day it is today. I'm beautiful. I'm dedicated. I'm successful. Things go my way. Start affirming those new thought patterns so you start rewiring your subconscious. This second technique is a technique that I've used that's helped me manifest quite a few things over these past few months, and it's visualization. I'm just going to be honest, it wasn't easy for me as well. I was the type of person that I constantly have different thoughts coming to my mind, but when I actually did, it wasn't forced or anything, I was actually able to do it. It was an experience where I can actually visualize what I wanted, and it just helped with focus. I feel like visualization helps you focus on the thing that you are trying to manifest instead of those mental barriers that we mentioned before. So for example, if you are struggling with the fear of failure, you can use visualization to help you focus, to help you shift your focus to something else. So this is something that you can do in your sleep. This is something that you can do when you're sitting down on the couch. This is something that you can do when you're having your morning routine, when you're drinking your coffee. I think it's close to daydreaming, but not really. But it's you start visualizing yourself as someone that isn't scared. You start to visualize yourself as someone who's a go-getter. This is something that helped me, because I did mention before on this channel how I would really struggle with stuttering. That is something that I really struggled with. The evolution on my channel has changed dramatically. One of the ways that helped me to actually be able to be super confident and really comfortable on camera was visualization. I would visualize myself speaking to a crowd. I would visualize myself being confident and having a specific diction in my voice, and just speaking with no filter, just being able to embrace myself and not feel cringe in myself. And one of the ways that helped me was visualization. I would visualize my life the way I wanted it to be. And when I did that, I wasn't focusing on negative self-talk. I wasn't focusing on doubting myself. I wasn't focusing on my fear. I was shifting my focus to what I wanted to accomplish. So if visualization is something that will help you, I definitely recommend it. There's many forms and many ways that you can do this, but one of the ways that would help me, that I recommend for you, is when you're journaling in the morning, write specifically, as if you have it right now, what your dream life would look like, or what that specific goal that you want to accomplish. Write it down in the journal. Be as specific as possible. What are you wearing? What do you feel like? What is your face expression? What are your emotions? Who's surrounded? Who are you celebrating with? Etc., etc. And then when you are meditating, you because you wrote it down and you were very descriptive and you spent that intentful time, you're able to visualize it better in your head. As you close your eyes and you're just breathing and you're focusing on your breath, you're able to actually see that visualization. You're actually able to see it in your mind's eye. It's a very beautiful experience. And like I said, just because you don't experience it does not mean that you're not able to manifest your life or that you're not able to accomplish. It's just a technique that kind of helps you shift your focus, helps you shift your thoughts, where you can actually see yourself being able to accomplish certain things. And I recommend it. If you want to do it, go ahead. It's a game changer, and it's definitely helped me manifest a few things. Okay. This third technique is really special because I believe that some people that are watching this are more like doers. Maybe you're the type of person that you kind of like to be on your grind, or you kind of just challenging yourself. So this is going to be for you. This third technique is called resilience training. So this resilience training is going to help you bounce back. It's going to help you develop those skills to bounce back. And one of the ways that I did it, and I don't know if I did it right, but I recommend it. I did the 75 hard challenge. I started I think it was the second week of January, and the 75 hard challenge helped me build that resilience, helped me build that discipline in order to keep going. Now, although I didn't lose a super ton of weight, but I was able to kind of get to a point where I feel really good about myself, where I fit into clothes that I like, but that's not even the most important thing. What I really learned from the 75 hard was being able to like do things, to say I'm going to do things and actually follow through. And that's actually helped me with my social media. That's helped me with my confidence. That's helped me with my goals. It's actually helped me build that resilience to be able to bounce back. So whenever I am having a bad day, whenever I do face that bridge of discomfort, I have resilience because I've done resilience training, doing something hard for 75 days. I have this skill now that I'm able to bounce back like nothing. I'm able to shift my thoughts right away. If I'm having a negative thought, I'm able to shift my focus right away. If you're someone that likes challenges, and if you're someone that likes to be able to challenge yourself in that way, definitely recommend resilience training. It's going to help you. That's going to be one of the most powerful techniques that's going to help you build that skill to be able to just, nothing phases you. Nothing phases you to the point where you're just like, yep, it's just another day for me. You laugh about certain situations. It's very good. Resilience training is not only going to help you with your physical goals, but it helps you so much with those mental barriers that we all face. I do want to share with you guys this fourth technique that's going to help you overcome those mental barriers so that you become a person that has a bulletproof mindset. And having a bulletproof mindset is not just going to help you overcome those mental barriers, but it's actually going to help you with your manifestations. It's actually going to help you to be able to attract what you want faster or instantly, or however you want to put it. Okay, and this technique is called saturation. This is a technique that I am trying out. And what I can tell you is that it's really crazy. So I tried this saturation technique where I just like focused on a specific thing that I was trying to manifest for a specific time. And I did it when I already put my baby down to sleep for the night. And I just focused that time on just saturating my mind. And I did it for like about 2.5 hours. When I did that, I kid you not, like my manifestation was happening quickly. And not only that, but it helped me to actually program my mind to believe that what I was trying to accomplish was actually easy, was actually attainable. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm not going to share what it was. But what I can tell you is that saturation really works. So saturation is like a form of you brainwashing yourself. It's going to help you. And I know it sounds weird, brainwashing yourself. But yes, if you have all those mental barriers, you're going to have to brainwash yourself. You're going to have to brainwash yourself. You're going to have to scrubby-dub-dub. Because honey, you cannot afford to lose yourself. You cannot afford to stay stuck, to stay unmotivated, to stay, paralyzed. You can't. You cannot afford that. So you're going to brainwash yourself with saturation if that is something that helps you. A lot of the times, if you notice, whenever there's a song stuck in your head, and it's just playing over and over and over and over, it's just saturating your mind. It really is, where you're literally like doing the most random thing and that's all you're thinking about. That's saturating your mind. And believe it or not, the same thing happens with reoccurring thoughts, reoccurring negative thoughts, reoccurring limiting beliefs. You may not even think about it that you're doing, but like, for example, this is something that I used to say all the time, and it's the term, I'm broke. I can't believe I said it right now because I absolutely refuse to say those two words and anyone in my household. I feel like the more that you affirm and the more that you say those things, the more you keep playing it to your subconscious, the more it just creates that same reality. And it's not about being prideful. It's not about being delusional, but it's about, do you want to identify yourself as a person who's broke? No, you don't. And there's nothing wrong with that, because think about it. Be real. If you're watching this, you want to be broke? No, nobody wants to be broke. So let's get real about that and understand that that's what I do, because I don't want to attract that into my life. I already grew up like that. So why would I keep wanting to attract that into my reality? Why would I want to keep attracting that? I don't. So I don't care what you have to say about it. But anyways, that is something that I really had to work on, was not even say those words. Okay, so instead of saturating my mind with, saying those words, I say, everything goes my way. It's going to work out. Things always work out at the end for us. That's just how it is. We don't worry. Because You have to understand money is energy, your energy. The point that I'm trying to make here for you is saturating your mind is brainwashing yourself. Brainwash yourself in the right ways. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't care what anybody tells you. I don't care. You need to understand. Stop talking bad about yourself. Stop letting self-doubt get the best of you. And stop being scared of failing. Seriously, you need to brainwash yourself to completely pivot you into the complete opposite direction. Don't be scared. Don't be scared to try new concepts. Don't be scared to try new things. This is something you're going to see on my page. In order to have the things you've never had, you need to do the things you've never done. So if you're someone that your whole life, you've always had the same belief systems. Your whole life, you've always been negative. Your whole life, you've always thought the worst of every situation. Is that working out for you? I'll wait. If it's not working out for you, then it's time to change. It's time to change. It's time to change. I love you so much. I'm not trying to be mean, okay? I just want you to understand, if you want to have that bulletproof mindset, you're going to have to make a change. Change your input. Stop doing the same things and then expecting things to be different. No, change your input, change your thought systems, change your belief systems. Start trying to learn more so you can take control of your life. So that when people say something mean to you, it doesn't hurt you. So that when people talk bad about you, when your friends make fun of you, when things don't go the way that you want, because you're still learning, it doesn't hurt you. It doesn't make you just want to give up your hands and quit. It doesn't make you want to faint. It doesn't make you want to just bust out, screaming, running around. You're so confident and you're so bold and you're so resilient that you have a bulletproof mindset where you just bounce back like nothing. That's the type of woman, that's the type of girl that I want you to become. And you can, baby. You can become truly mother effing unshakable. Okay? So if you want to know how to build that bulletproof mindset, try one of those techniques out. Let me know in the comments if you've tried any of those before. And if I didn't mention one that you've tried, let us know in the comments. Share it with us. And I'll try it out too. Because there is nothing wrong with learning. There's nothing wrong with trying new things. Again, I want to send you a big hug. Because I know it can be very difficult, especially if you've always been someone that's let self-doubt get a hold of you. If you've been someone that's always been scared of going for what you want. I empathize with you. I understand. You really want to, but you just can't. Well, I'm telling you right now, you can build that bulletproof mindset. You can get to the point where nothing shakes you, where you just become so bold and so resilient and just so disciplined that it just becomes enjoyable to you. Okay? And I want you to understand, don't let people with limiting beliefs, don't let people that are unmotivated, that are negative, that are just negative Nancy's get to your head and make you think that what you want cannot be accomplished, that make you think that what you envision, that clear vision that you have cannot be attained. I'm here to tell you that it can. The craziest dream that you have can happen, but you just have to build that bulletproof mindset that no matter who, what, when, where, how, no matter what happens, you are unshakable, babe. I believe in you and I love you so much from the bottom of my heart. And when you finally build that bulletproof mindset, I'm going to be waiting, smiling, huge AF, waiting to give you a big hug. And I'm so happy that you're here. And remember, I'm your hype woman. I'm here to lift you up. And I'm here to encourage you that you can accomplish anything you set your mind to. I appreciate you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Thank you so much. And if you received value, make sure that you hit that like button and that you subscribe for more videos like this. We are doing daily uploads. And again, for those who joined the social media detox challenge, happy day 7. I am proud of you. If you've been actually staying committed, I'm proud of you. And I knew it. I knew you could do it. I knew you could do it. Let me know your progress in the comments. I would really like to know. As you guys can tell, I'm in a different setting. I'm still trying to get a little used to it, but hopefully in a couple days we will be back home and I will be back in the same setting, which I miss. So I miss my own bed. Thank you so much for being a part of my journey. I really appreciate and I really love you. I'm sending you so much love from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for being here. And as always, my name is Angie. This is Angie's Dreams. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video. And I'm out.